So I got this in the mail. This is a it's a temperature sensor. I got it from China, from eBay. As you can see, the box was handled very well in international transit there. But I got this because I actually want to rip it apart. I want to rip it apart because I want the sensor module out of it. Actually, a friend of mine had an idea for a project, and we were going to do some temperature sensing, and we thought, why not rip apart something that's existing, see what they've got in there for a device, and then we'll use something similar. So let's quickly do a teardown on the infrared thermometer model F103 or FI03. All right, let's take this thing apart. So it's got a satiny feel. This is not like over mold or anything. It's just the one type of plastic. It definitely feels thin plastic. I don't know if you can hear it. It feels thin. It's thin. It's definitely a Chinese plastic product. Screen size looks good. Actually, looks like they even put a protective coating on it. Good for them. All right, let's see if it works before we rip the whole thing apart. Let's know what we're working with here. Alright, there we go. Isn't that exciting? Television, watching me open up batteries. Alright. And then we got static cling. Alright, what do we got here? There's no... Oh, there is a plus and minus. Okay, so plus there, minus there. There we go. Object. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you see it. Let's, here. So it is reading my hand. I'll read the plastic mat. Not too bad. Let's have some fun. Turn on the old soldering iron here. There's no laser dot. I'm guessing that's the more expensive model. I think I got this thing for less than $10. Let's see though if it can object temp. See if we can get the soldering iron. My soldering iron should be stinking hot. So .40 degrees. That should be a little hotter than 40 degrees. What if we put it onto a piece? Let's start heating up a piece of metal. I mean, the metal's getting warm. Not a ton of connection there. Yeah, so it's doing something. Okay, so this works pretty decent, honestly. I mean, okay, we're up to 80 degrees, so it was reading that. 80 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit for all, you know, no, maybe down there. Anyways, okay. So, of course, there's no screws underneath that. Oh, there's a screw underneath the quality sticker. So we'll get that out. Now let's see what's going on. Oh, it's QC passed. Not anymore. Well, didn't like that. Yeah, there's a little guy in there. Let's see if we can get him out. Oh, I didn't even notice this before. It's the oh my goodness, the focus doesn't want to go. Anyways, here, let's see if we can try refocusing a little bit. Anyways, I don't know if you can see it, but they've slapped on this kind of you know, overlay, and there's a gap that I can put like a big gap and get cut like on this side it's just a thumbnail, but over here it's got a huge amount, a couple fingernails worth, and then it because they've misplaced this so much, it's actually hanging over the cut in for it, so it looks pretty poor down there. Anyways, battery compartment's fun to get open too. Take the batteries out, no screws in there, so that'll just pry open. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we got it mainly split apart. I just kind of heaved it apart there. Let's get underneath. There we go. Get that out of the way. Alright. So, what do we have here? We've got basic connection to the battery. Pretty simple. We've got our little push button trigger. So this is just a spring. This pushes that little clicky. There's your little beep. You've got, okay, so this is a module, a screen module that's already done. Look at that, they've got it. So, I don't know if they've run custom silicone. I'm guessing what they've done is they've completely covered. Yeah, it's just it's a covering. See if I can get that off and see what chip is underneath of this. What are they using for a temperature sensor? That's really what I wanted to know. So they've got this module here. It's got a lens, and then it's got a column. So we'll do these two screws, and it's just held on by, no, the focus just doesn't want to go. Anyways, there's just two little screws. So we'll undo that, and let's see what's underneath this. Okay, so at the end of the day, this whole fun lens, so this looks like some type of a diffusion or focusing lens through there, and it just comes to look a little IR diode. Yeah, I would, or is that a transistor? That's a transistor, I would say. So that's the heart. I don't know if you can see that. That's at the heart of this. That's all it is, just a little IR transistor. So it's some breakout here. It looks like it goes underneath to whatever this chip is down here. And then they've got maybe a programming header. At some point in time they've connected, looks like ground and whatever BI, maybe that must be your power current voltage. Or maybe it's just bad soldering from the, oh no, wait a second, okay, whoa. That goes over to the, there we go, misspoke, that goes over to the buttons. Okay, so that's just so ground, object body, that must be that selector switch maybe, and then down set up, which would be these three buttons there, I'm guessing. Something like that. So I was greatly mistaken on the screen. This strip of connections actually connects to that little bit right there. Oh, focus. That little bit right there, and so that actually is what makes the screen run. This is not the signal, this is just power, probably power and then backlight. That is all. This is what does all the work. My mistake.